Philly. Somebody said it. That isn't Philly 500. Devin White was the most underrated signing in the entire NFL this offseason.
Oh, it's great. It's an opportunity to go show, why I was drafted top 5, why I helped the team win a Super Bowl, and obviously just to prove I do what I do. I don't lack any confidence, as far as being on a one-year deal. I didn't shy away from it. I think it was the best thing that happened. Like, hey, last year wasn't, who you were. That's never been Devin White on, in and out on tape, just dealing with everything I dealt with. Now you can get the opportunity on an even bigger stage. It's a bigger platform here. I think it's a better all-around team built right here, right now to go do great things, and I just want to be a part of that.
Yo, by the way, kick Dingbat here, and I'm ready to go, man. I'm fired up. I'm ready. Look at that. The old babyface assassin is back. Look at that speed. I am ready to go because the Eagles, and don't let anybody get on here, go on the radio call, and tell you that the Eagles are not better than they were a year ago. This team is significantly better than they were a year ago, from the coaching to the defense to the offense. And one of the big reasons why is Devin White. And finally, somebody says it that's not named Philly 500, and I am very happy about this. Devin White was the most underrated signing in the National Football League this offseason. Nobody is talking about it. Everybody is just poo-pooing it under the rug. But guess what? Devin White is going to make a significant impact. Mark my words, write it down, clip it, send it to the news. I don't care. Devin White will make a huge impact for the Eagles this year. A gigantic impact for the Eagles, and it's not even close, man. It's not even close. Mark my words. He is going to be huge for us in a good way, okay? He just is. And he's going to be way more impactful than the most ugliest jerseys I have seen since the Pittsburgh Steelers prison jerseys, okay? The Giants released commemorative jerseys that they're going to be wearing up to 2 times this year. I wouldn't wear it 1 time if I was them. Adam Schefter said this: a look at the New York Giants commemorative uniform that will be worn up to 2 times this season. Look at that. It's ugly. It's ugly. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the Eagles when they did the Yellow Jacket when the Eagles did the Yellow Jacket uniforms back, like 2010 or something. I can't remember what year that was, but dude, these are ugly. These are ugly. These are really ugly. I mean, it really looks like to me that you have the Montreal Canadiens coming to the NFL. You're going to be playing the Montreal Canadiens instead of the New York Giants. You're going to have to get the Flying Frenchman, Cooper DeJean, to translate for him. C'est bon, Daniel Jones stays, oh la la, c'est bon. You know what I mean? This is ugly. This is some ugly crap, yo. Giants. Not only will they stink, but they're going to look bad doing it. I mean, you got to love the Kelly Green and what we come. I mean, look at the difference what we come out with and then what these other teams come out with. That is disgusting. It is. It is a horrible looking jersey. I just had to say that. The only one that like is a every week jersey that I think is really horrible is the Dallas Cowboys 1-star rating. It's an accurate jersey. But it's an accurate uniform, but it's just ugly, especially because they wear the white all the time. Like I still don't get it. Why do you always wear white at your home and away? I just don't get it. The blues don't look bad to me, but who cares about them? These giant ones are nasty. They're absolutely nasty, you know. And speaking of nasty, I gotta mention this. I wasn't gonna say anything. You know, I was going to be very nice. And you know, now I got Mark Holmes talking crap. The guy literally refuses to go on Dan Celia's show. He decides he don't want to go on anymore. Runs up to Vermont. He goes and he's staying in a safe house right now. The dude's in a safe house hiding from me. Then he says he doesn't want to do the Philly bet. He doesn't want me to go to Philly. So I say, okay, fine, it's off. And then he's trying to turn it around on me. And you know why he's trying to turn it around on me? Because when he told me that he was from Vermont, I didn't even know he was from Vermont. But when he told me he was in Vermont and he said, hey, yo, you know what? I'm in Vermont working on some houses. I said, oh, that's good. You're doing God work trying to help people. I ain't going to bother you. When I said that, then he starts attacking me. It's like, come on, dude. You're in a safe house hiding from me. You're hiding, and you should, because you're Cowboys. They stink. They stink. Now, I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. I'm a little caffeinated right now. I had some just cold brew black coffee straight. Yo, I like it, man. I could fire that down there, boom, and I'm like, I better lose damn 30 pounds. Seriously, I better lose 30 pounds just off of the caffeine. All right, but now listen. Let me get into this real quick. All right, so I'm very excited about this video because I'm excited about the topic because I have said a lot of times that the Devin White signing for the Eagles, in my opinion, was the most underrated signing in the offseason by any NFL team. What the Eagles got in Devin White is a guy who, in my opinion, is a top 5 linebacker when he's at his best. That's his ceiling, okay? Now, you're going to say, and people are going to say, well, he didn't play good in Tampa. They benched him. He didn't get his money. He wasn't happy. And those are all true statements. They're true. And he probably didn't handle it the right way. But now he's got a chance for redemption. He's got a chance to leave Tampa, go to Philly, have one great year, and get huge bag. Get a huge amount of straddle. Get them fuzzles. So what I'm saying is this dude is set up for success. He is set up to have a huge year, and I think he's going to be great for the Eagles. I think he is. And you know, I was going to the dentist. I was listening to Cilio, and he keeps talking about the Eagles haven't improved. They haven't improved. He's got us like, I don't know, like 8-9 record or something like that. I don't know what the hell he was talking about. 10-7. You know, it's like, I don't know. I don't know what he sees, but he doesn't think the Eagles have improved at all on defense. And this couldn't be further from the truth. C.J. Gardner-Johnson is a huge upgrade. Devin White makes the Eagles linebackers way better than they were a year ago. They're way better. There are question marks on defense, and it's really, to me, the edge rushers and what you're going to get out of the interior of that defensive line. If those guys pan out, you're going to have a really good defense. But nobody can tell me that Devin White isn't a huge upgrade over anybody else. He just is. And people want to keep talking about, and Dan was doing it, and I'm going on a show tomorrow, so we'll talk about it. But you know, because I don't run like Mark Holmes. I don't have to go to a safe house. I can at least come on and talk about my opinion, whether somebody agrees or not. I can hold my own. But the thing is people want to look at the last half of the season, you know, when we totally collapse and say, that's the real Eagles team. They stink. They can't beat anybody. How are they going to do anything when look what they did? The way the Eagles collapsed, people got to understand. They quit. They tapped out. They were done. It didn't matter that they played Tampa Bay in the playoffs. They could have played the Chicago Bears. They could have played Carolina. It didn't matter who they were going to play. They were going to lose. And my point is proven when you look at what they did against the Giants in the second game, when you look at what they did at Arizona. They quit. They tapped out. And it's really impossible. It's impossible to look at what happened and try to get a judgment on how these players are talent-wise. These are the same group that were 10-1 at one point before they quit. And yes, they lost close games. They won some close games. They did. But you know what people were saying? This is a team that knows how to win. They don't quit. They never stop. And then they just completely ran out of gas. So when I look at the schedule and I give them a good prediction record, it's because I know what they have talent-wise. And now I think with the additions of the new coaches, I think this collapse stuff that happened is behind us. But when it comes to improvements, yeah, Devin White is a huge improvement. And it's not just me saying this. Bucky Brooks, you guys all know him. He had his own podcast, and it said he said the same thing. Ex-NFL scout, Eagles made the best signing nobody is talking about. Okay, and I love this. I love this. And here's what Brooks said. He said, quote, "The most underrated signing on their defense is linebacker Devin White," Brooks said on the Monday show, and this is his podcast. "Yeah, no one has even talked about Devin White. Like, I don't know if we've forgotten, but this dude 2 years ago, we talked about him being the best at his position. Now, building a team that never really invested in linebackers, get someone off the scrap heap who is a legitimate dude. Legitimate. Okay? Oh, they're head and shoulders above last year. So they are way better than they were a year ago, okay? At the linebacker position. Eagles signed White to a 1-year deal that's worth up to $7.5 million. Now, this is important, and to me, this is the genius of Howie Roseman, and Howie is not getting enough credit for this. It's a low-risk, upside signing for a player who has not fulfilled his potential of being the number 5 overall pick in the 2019 draft. He has recovered 9 fumbles, made 566 tackles, and recorded 64 quarterback hits in his career. The great thing about this is that Devin White, all the money he wanted when he wanted his contract extension, when he wanted it all, and it was all there in Tampa, and it all got spoiled and lost, he can get it all back this year. He can get it all back because if he goes out and he has a great year, somebody's going to give him a lot of money. He's young. He's like 26 years old. This signing makes the Eagles' linebacking core a lot better than it was a year ago. I also believe Trotter Jr. will be, and hopefully Nakobe Dean if he can stay healthy. But just when you look at what we had last year at the linebacker position and we look at now, the Eagles are vastly improved at the linebacker. Therefore, I believe it can make your defense a lot better. I don't just believe Devin White is going to be okay, a guy to fill in. I believe he's going to be impactful. I believe he's going to make an impact each and every week. I believe it was the most underrated signing this offseason out of any NFL team. I mean, yeah, the Barkley signing was good. C.J. Gardner-Johnson was good. But we got ourselves cheap, in my opinion. A guy that has top 5 linebacker potential, if he could put it together. And the Eagles are betting on one thing, that the things that went on with him in Tampa were, mental. They were maybe him not handling, maybe being immature about his contract, maybe certain things like that. But they know if they give him a clean slate, a second chance, this guy has untapped ability, man. And the Eagles have to take advantage of it. And the thing I like, the situation we're in, if Sean Desai is here right now, Devin White may not work out. But Vic Fangio will get the most out of him. So do not let people tell you the Eagles are not better than they were a year ago, that they haven't done anything on defense. Devin White is a monster signing. And finally, somebody agrees with me. Bucky Brooks, shout out to you. So, Devin White, let's get this thing going. With that said, take care. Talk to you later. Of course, don't be a dingbat. And remember, it's Howie Vision. We're all just living in it. Dallas still stinks.
15 seconds left to go. Oh my God, I'm sweating like a pig. Oh my God, here we go. Going way down the field, and it. Yes. Oh, there's a flag. There's a flag.
Of course. They killing me, bro.
Damn.
You're killing me, man. I am done, bro.
It makes it hard for some of these guys to come in and play and beat those guys out. Obviously, there's going to be some opportunities. And, we do have some guys who didn't play for us last year. An Overshown, a John Stevens.
Oh, God. No. I want to be like the Eagles.